Hello girls, guys and non-binary pals, I'm Salmon and this is my channel, Jolly Salmon. I'm a cosplayer from Poland, also a huge nerd, and I'm also interested in sustainable living. This is my first video, so if you have any advice or suggestions, leave them down below in the comments, I'll gladly read through them. Today's topic was highly requested on my TikTok. If you're not familiar with my page there yet, it will be linked in the description. How to start a cosplay journey. I started cosplaying when I was just 16 and people asked me all the time, Salmon, can I cosplay when I'm a child, or can I cosplay without any money? And I tell you, it's 100% possible. Here's some tips to start cosplaying. Number 1. Go thrift shopping. If you don't have any money, or you have to have a small amount, you can go to the thrift store and check out if any of the clothing there resembles anything the characters you want to cosplay wear. Like, can you cut a sweater to be a crop top sweater? Can you repurpose the skirt that is on the hanger to be a blouse? Is there any shirt that would suit a closet cosplay version of the character? This way you can save a lot of money, save the planet, and also have a lot of beautiful clothing in your home. But Salmon, if I want to cosplay Diva from Overwatch for my first costume, I won't find her in the thrift store. No, you won't. But I have another advice. Number 2. Try to find characters that fit in the 5-piece rule. This is a rule that I learned from Anya Panda, whose channel I'll link down below. And she basically talked about how some characters are very simple to make as a first, second, third costume, or a very easy one. The costume is able to be divided into 5 simple pieces. For example, I actually followed this rule when I was first starting out because I googled easy cosplay ideas and I found Mabel, and I cosplayed her with thrift store finds. I just found a sweater and I thought, if I sew a star on there, it will look just like Mabel's. It had the wrong color actually, but I'm glad I did because that's how I made my first costume. Later on I added the wig, so if you are able to. Number 3. Cosplay with your own hair. Styling wigs is quite complicated and takes a lot of time to learn. Also, wigs are expensive as hell unless you buy them secondhand. If you are able to find characters that have your own hairstyle or hair color, or even I have a friend who dyed her hair to resemble Crowley from Good Omens. You are certainly able to make your hair look like the characters without having to acquire expensive wig and styling them. You can also go to the hairdresser and ask them to make your hair look like the character. Okay, Salmon, but I still want to cosplay Diva. Okay, then number 4. You can go to one of the Facebook marketplace groups centered around cosplay and find second-hand cosplays from AliExpress or even handmade, and buy a costume second-hand and rewear it when the owner doesn't want to anymore. That means you can find cheap wigs there, styled for the character you want to cosplay, and you don't have to do all the work because someone did it previously. Or you can find armor pieces for the cosplay of certain character with some wear and tear, but you can always paint it back. Also, some people already bought the most popular characters, had one photo shoot in them, and are reselling the costumes that they bought from China, and that's the great way to acquire a costume from a very popular series like My Hero Academia or Kimetsu no Yaiba. And number 5, You can always make your own version of the character. As you can see, I'm wearing makeup, and makeup is very helpful when making the costumes without having any costume. If you have good quality makeup or even very cheap drugstore makeup and some wig or your own hair or some Photoshop skills, you can actually cosplay without having to buy paints or expensive supplies or EVA foam, because you can just take photos of you and have fun. Like now during quarantine, I've been doing a lot of makeup looks with very simple pieces from my other costumes. I was a barbarian from Dungeons and Dragons. I was a Chinese zodiac sheep. I also made a Muffy from Animal Crossing Cosplay. I was a modern version of Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And also I made lovers from Tarot, and I'm sure I did something else. Like I was the strawberry cow from TikTok. Oh, I made Jonathan from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So you see, with some makeup, with one wig, with your own hair pinned up in some places, you can cosplay so many characters, so many versions of characters, because cosplay is just fun. You can also make a wig out of paper or whatever the hell you wish. So my advice for anyone starting their cosplay journey is to have fun, do something simple. If you really want to tear your heart out and do a huge build for your first costume, maybe do it gradually, because you don't want to lose your interest in a hobby that's as wonderful as cosplay is. And also, buy things secondhand. They're cheaper and better for the planet. So that's all from me for now. If you have any questions, remember to ask them. And now I'm going to edit this video because I am not sure how to do it. Okay, see you next time. Bye!